Hi to all Prophetic Life people that are watching today. You have joined us on our YouTube and would like you to subscribe. I hope you have subscribed. We send out weekly 6-minute little forums and talks on interpreting dreams. We have been on a pause for some time because we had some technical issues, but we're back online. We fixed all the audio and I was gone overseas. So here I am again. So this time today, I want to talk about Nebuchadnezzar and his dream and some of the pointers that I need you to know about in Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar was not a Christian, a Jew, but he was a king and a spiritual leader. He had, of course, a Jew and a very spiritual man, Daniel, that he had great respect and regard for, and he wanted to interpret a dream, so he asked Daniel to come and interpret the dream, but you'd think the very least he would do is to tell him what the dream was. And he did not. He said, you have to ask God what my dream was and what it means. If not, I am going to kill you. That would be a very strong motivational, prayer instinctive, or driving force to get the answer. Man, that's what Daniel did. He prayed and prayed until God finally told him what Nebuchadnezzar had dreamed. It was good for Nebuchadnezzar to know that he heard from God and that he had faith. Because now, here's the thing I want you to understand. He dreamt about a statue with different materials on each layer of this statue with the bronze feet. You can read it yourself in the scriptures in Daniel if you want to, but you understand this, that this could have been interpreted as many different spiritual languages, many different messages it could have been, but knowing what he asked God for, because God told Daniel that he'd ask the Lord what would become of his kingdom as he died. And because of that, God gave him a dream, but he didn't know what the dream meant. So Daniel came, not only knowing what the dream was, also know why he dreamt it, and so was able to, listen to me, apply it correctly. When we go to sleep at night, and if we have a specific thing in our minds, or prayer, or heart, or burdens, we may dream an answer from God, or even God ministering to us while we're sleeping. And if we can recall what we dreamt about, or spoke about, or who we spoke to, or even whose house we're visiting and whose home we're sleeping in, because those things can affect the atmosphere. And often people will dream dreams for the people they're living in the home for. God said, if there's a prophet among you, I speak to him in dreams and in visions. Not so with Moses, I speak to him plainly. Now, because God speaks prophetically through dreams, there are many things that influence it, including what the request was, what the immediate circumstances were leading up to that dream. That's why it's important, if you're to dream on a regular basis, to write the dream down and then put the date and some of the circumstances you can recall around it. Because though the interpretation of dreams don't always come to you today or even tomorrow, it may take a piece of time or piece of puzzle. I get one part of the dream now, another part next week, another part the week after, or it might just take some time to actually interpret the dream. So it's a process. It's not a one-day situation. It's an ongoing process. And for that reason, if you write your dreams down, make sure you try and write down as quick as you can after you wake up, or record it. Because you won't remember it so much. It's going from your sleepless part where you were, your sleeping part, to your sleeplessness, where you're subconscious to your conscious, and you have to rehearse it or record it to be able to remember it, bring it back to remembrance. And then the circumstance will influence the interpretation. Often you dream about a thing that has nothing to do with you, but the person you're praying for, or the circumstance or the war you're fighting for. Sometimes you feel like it's you the guilty party, but actually God's giving you a word about the person that you are focused on. And so there are different things that influence the prophetic in your life, and I need you to be aware of these factors, depending on the level of your dreaming. If you're dreaming for yourself, or if you occupy a ministry, if you are any kind of ministry whatsoever, you can obviously find and see what goes on with regards to that. So I want you to tune in every once a week, and whenever we get notice, if you subscribe, we will notify you when the next YouTube is available. And while I'm online with you, if you can sign up on our propheticlife.com, you'll notice we've rebuilt our website, and we are trying to upgrade and update all the time. And we have Also, our daily devotions that I personally write every day, your personal devotion. It's only one scripture and three little pointers and a picture and a prayer. Sign up and get your daily devotional. It'll take you 1 or 2 minutes to read the whole thing. It just helps strengthen and encourage my family of God. Please visit us, propheticlife.com. And if you've got any questions about dreams, write us at etrout@mac.com or at info@propheticlife.com. Please, we're glad to hear from you. Looking forward to seeing you. Till next time.